Baseline population study of West Indian manatee Truchechus manatus in Port Honduras Marine Reserve. West Indian manatee is an endangered species. It is divided in two subspecies, the Florida manatee and the Antillean manatee. Belize has the most important population of Antillean manatee than other country in the Caribbean region. In the south of Belize, in the Toledo district, is the Behaviour, and it covers 414 square kilometers. Manatee face the same risk in all its distribution, habitat loss and degradation, both strike, bycatch, pollution and human disturbance. However, PHMR confronts a potentially new one, the oil activity. Providence Energy Group has acquired the right to allow them to explore for oil during 8 years in 250 square kilometers in PHMR and Paynes Creek National Park. If oil is found, they have exploitation right for over 25 years. U.S. capital also has exploration and exploitation rights in the reserve. In order to obtain demographic and ecological information of the manatee population, as well as to strengthen the development of management, conservation and monitoring strategies, the objectives of this project were analyze the spatial distribution, age group, relative abundance, and areas most used by manatees in the selected zone of PHMR, determine calf percentage and group size, analyze both presence and frequency in the study areas and the potential risk zones for manatees, and establish management recommendations to minimize the impact on survivorship for manatee in PHMR. During May 2014, interviews among the users of the reserve were done. They confirmed the previously selected zones, zones 1, 2, and 3. This selection was based in the past aerial surveys done in Belize. Also, the user recommended to add the zones 4 and 5. The established zones were Zone 1 in Deep River, Zone 2 as Zone of Keys, Zone 3 in Paynes Creek, Zone 4 in Golden Stream, and Zone 5 in Rio Grande. During the fieldwork, the information collected for each sighting was the geographic location, the group size, age range divided in calves and adult, female with calf presence, an habitat description, and the behavior, which was classified as resting, feeding, moving, and socializing. A total of 65 boat surveys and 2 kayak surveys were done between June 9th and October 3rd, 2014. 87 hours of survey were done and 121 manatees were sighted. 112 of the total were sighted during the boat surveys and 9 casual sighted during other activities developed in PHMR. The result showed that the group size varied from 1 to 5 individuals, and most of the individuals were sighted alone. The groups with the larger number of manatees, between 3 and 5, were sighted in Zone 3, and groups with a maximum of 3 individuals were sighted in Zone 1 and 4. More sampling effort was performed in Zone 1 and 3, and also more manatee were sighted in both zones. Zone 1 has the highest relative abundance index, followed by zones 3 and 4. In relation to the age range, 90.08% of the manatee sighted were adults, and 9.92% were calves. Almost 60% of the calves were sighted in Zone 3. About the behavior, the manatee were commonly found while they were feeding and resting. Zone 1 and 3 show the highest percentage of feeding, with 19% of the total number for each one. Secondly, the Zone 4 had 17%. Zone 3 was the mainly used for resting, with 10.74% of the total. Only one group of 3 individuals were sighted socializing in Zone 3, and also the area with most manatee movement was the mouth of Paynes Creek. The main conclusion of this study was the confluence of concession between Providence Energy Group and U.S. capital. Also, this confluence area corresponds with the area with the highest index of relative abundance, zones 1 and 3, and with the zone with the highest female calf present, zone 3. So it is expected that the new activity will have an impact in the species reproduction. Among other conclusions, Zone 3 is very important for manatee feeding, resting, and reproduction. There is a higher presence of manatee in the coastal areas, Zone 1, 3, and 4. The pairs female with calves are associated to fluvial lagoon system. The manatee population in PHMR can be considered as healthy since around 10% of manatees sighted were calves. And there is a constant manatee movement between Deep River and Paynes Creek, Zone 1 and 3. The recommendations derived from this study are stop or limit the oil exploration and exploitation, exclude Zones 1 and 3 from the potential oil activity areas, take in consideration the advice from environmental agencies and conservation organizations such as TIDE if the activities will be finally performed. An assessment of seagrass and mangrove coverage is needed to evaluate the status of manatee main food source and the possible effect that the new activity may cause on them. Place new signs to reduce speed in the priority areas identified in order to avoid possible collision originated by the potential increase of boat presence in PHMR and Paynes Creek National Park. An annual manatee survey is needed to successfully develop the photo identification during the dry season. Additionally, an initiative of community collaboration was started during the development of this project. Some users of the reserve accepted to collect data related with the manatee sighting while they perform their activities in PHMR. This action will generate more information about the species in the reserve and it will help to promote environmental awareness among them. Thank you very much.